Clash Royale just made one of the highest IQ decks in the game unbelievably easy to play. This Royal Hog cycle deck has constantly been pushing to #1 in the world and played by professional players in prize money tournaments with hundreds of thousands of dollars on the line. It's always had the most reliable defense in the game. With Royal Delivery Cannon and a quick card cycle, it's easy to shut down bridge spam. This deck severely struggles to get damage when it gets countered. But after Evolved Bomber bounced its way into the deck, it changed everything. Even if your Royal Hogs don't arrive on tower, all that matters is you earthquake down the building so they rush towards the tower. So any units that your opponent uses on defense will be lined up for your bomber. It loads up over 334 damage to the tower from across the river as the best win condition in the game. Yeah, you heard that right. It's a 2 elixir support card and it's a win condition. But if you don't have it, the deck still works great with Ice Spirit. You just have to be better at the game. If you don't have evolved skeletons, use regular ones. If you don't have Little Prince, use Archer Queen or Musketeer. It's time to blast down one of the highest IQ decks to a status of super stupid proof and assert dominance. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you never miss out on any of the daily videos. And big bomber love to everyone that's supporting the channel with credit code SirTag. All right, we gotta give him his Dijo. What's up, man? So he's a part of a French clan, and we're ready to go and show him exactly our best manners. Monsieur, can you please give me a whole bunch of positive elixir trades? S'il vous plaît. I want him to just make the worst possible play and spam into us, and that's exactly what he's gonna do. So we're gonna go in for a log here, and I'm gonna go and use skeletons, and we're not gonna get that much damage with the piggies, I think, but it's still gonna be a decent amount with the bomber afterwards. So our strategy hinges completely on this stupid bomber evolution cycle, because if you cycle it as your first card and you're back to the evolution, look at how much damage I'm getting. It's not even the Royal Hogs that is the win condition in this deck. Isn't that crazy? I genuinely think that they did not balance this card even one bit compared to what they should have. Because the amount of damage we got with the 2 elixir card compared to a 5 elixir win condition doesn't really seem right. The 5 elixir win condition should be doing more than 2 elixir. So I'm going to go in for Royal Hogs again and just keep up the pressure. And if he goes for a Hog Rider, we've got cannons. So he's going to have to defend with a Earthquake counter, most likely in the later stages of the game. When we go in for the Earthquake, he's going to have to drop more stuff. But in single elixir, I mean, I can't really Earthquake and go for Royal Hogs and Cannon all at the same time. Just a bit too much for me to account for. So I'm going to go for Skellies in the back, and then I am planning on going in for a Little Prince and then trying to click the ability and be a little bit more sporadic and spammy. Generally, you want to go for the Little Prince on the same side as the Hog Rider player because they'll try to go for like a Firecracker and you can rail delivery and make predictions. It's very fun to do that. So I think that's going to happen soon. Let's just do a bomber here. Expect him to go for the... I think he's going to go Firecracker. Let's just go delivery. Oh, he dropped it really late and lower than I wanted him to. It's fine, though. We can go in for a log, and we should be A-okay here with an Earthquake on top of everything. So I don't want to spend too much elixir. I think this EQ will be more than enough to clean it all up. And then we can go for skeletons afterward. The high probability that these skeletons are just going to be annoying for him. Like, every time that you see evolved skeletons, it just eats whatever the opponent drops for alive. Even an Electric Giant will die there. So it's kind of crazy in my opinion. If he goes in for a Hog Rider, we will go in for our cannon here. I don't think this is amazing for us, but we can use that one skeleton and then get value that way. And I don't think that's a bad decision. You guys might look at this and you might be like, Jay, this is kind of stupid. Why are you dropping a bomber into that? Well, the bomber gets damage, which is pretty ridiculous if you ask me. That's the strategy that we like to do. Or even if we activate King Tower for our opponents, not that big of a deal. We've got a 3-card cycle with Royal Hogs and a Little Prince on the field. I think we're going to be able to out-cycle his bomb tower here. If we go for Skeleton since the Little Prince is on the field, we're already back to Royal Hogs, as you guys can see. And there's no shot he's back to bomb tower. So our strategy completely hinges on the fact that we can go for Royal Hogs right now. A bit of an aggressive play, but I think it's the right play to do. We can pre-log on top of Skeletons. We can also go for our own Skeletons here as well. Ooh, wait, whoa, chill, man. Don't do this to me. I bet he's going to go for a Firecracker, so we're going to go for a Bomber. Oh, I thought he would take advantage of the fact that the cannon was in front of the tower, but I guess he didn't want to do that. Interesting that he did that. All right, cool. We're going to go for Royal Hogs. Our Bomber was a prediction, but I guess it didn't really work out. We're going to go in for an EQ here, and we're going to be back to Bomber relatively soon. Definitely don't love the fact that he's got a full Firecracker coming at us, but it is what it is. I'm going to go in for our Little Prince, and then we should be able to rail delivery on everything. So this is definitely a decent position. Not the best, but it's something that we can work with. And then we're going to go in for a Bomber off to the side, and then we're going to go for a log. So primarily with the Little Prince, we can't eat this amount of damage. Oh my gosh. Wait, I'm kind of losing right now. I need to go for an Evolved Skeletons Parade, and this needs to win us the game. I don't like this. Why is this game so freaking close right now? What the heck? The Evolved Skeletons aren't going to lock on the tower. We need more value than that. We're going to go for a Bomber here as well. We go for a log, and we go for Royal Hogs before he's ready. I think this might win us the game if we're lucky. Maybe I'm not lucky. Maybe I'm lucky. I wonder if it's going to be sucky. The Bomber didn't hit the tower yet. Oh my gosh, it did. Oh, it's so stupid. How does that even happen, Clash Royale? You have to be kidding me. I deserve to lose that game. The guy had a fast cycle with Bomb Tower, so he should probably counter Royal Hogs, especially because Hog Rider Earthquake does phenomenally against Cannon. My man had a matchup advantage and it didn't even matter. The Evolved Bomber has broken through any barrier of brokenness in Clash Royale, surpassing the most skillless cards in the game. It was literally our win condition in that match doing more damage than Royal Hogs. So this guy loves his friends, and honestly, if I play this deck, I don't think he's gonna be my friend. I think he's probably gonna hate me after this match. I'm going to try to go for Royal Hogs on the right-hand side away from the Golden Knight, especially if it's going to be augmented by the Bomber. Because we've got splash damage with the pigs, it's unlikely for him to get a huge positive elixir trade here. Unfortunately, the worst thing about this is the fact that the guy doesn't even care. He's just going balls to the walls, massive aggression, and literally not trying to defend. It's not in his vocabulary. If we had pigs to go and pull back the Lumberjack, we would have been fine on defense against the Balloon. But this game is extremely dynamic, and it's to the point that we've already lost our tower. So not necessarily the start that we like to see, but it's something that happens in Clash Royale. You'll cycle pigs, and you're not able to pull back the Lumberjack, and you'll get BM'd by someone that Lumberjack balloons all-ins at the start. It happens. It's Clash Royale, you know? You can't expect to get awesome outcomes at all points in time. But when someone is mean to you, and they do a skillless strategy and take your tower at the start, it's nice to come back and beat them. So that's what we're going to do right now, hopefully. He's extremely mean. He's saying well played every 5 seconds after he took our tower, and you know, he's laughing at us. So not necessarily the nicest dude. We're gonna go and mute him up and hopefully beat him down. That's what we're hoping to do right here. I'm gonna go for our Bomber in the back, and then we'll go for Evolved Skeletons for sure, and we'll try to split them and then go for Royal Hogs. So this strategy kind of hinges on the fact that you can get this Bomber on top of the tower in most situations you can. So we're gonna try to go for our Cannon here. Maybe we're gonna be able to get some extra value. Stopping that Lumberjack would have been better. I was hoping that the Lumberjack wouldn't be able to do anything, but it is what it is. We'll go for delivery. We'll go for Evolved Skeletons back because it's only going to hit one of them, if that. Wait, I think this guy is in a horrible spot right now. Because if I go for Royal Hogs on the left, I'm pretty confident that I take the tower in the right anyway. Let's start to stockpile damage to the left, force out all of his elixir there, and the counter-pushing cards that he's getting is going to go towards our 3 crown. So he's in a really bad spot. In reality, if we can get this Little Prince on the tower and we get him into like Earthquake range, I will snag the tower there. I can go in for a Cannon, and I can go and pull whatever he wants to drop. We can actually log EQ if we wanted to, and then delivery on top of this. And that guarantees that he's not going to get any good trades with those archers. We can go for Scouts and go pull that back. He's going to go in for another aggressive play, but this is what we want to do. We want to go for something like this. We're able to pull back all of his stuff and still pull the Balloon to the middle, and then prioritize focusing on the Balloon first. Then we can delivery on the Bats and the Golden Knight, so he doesn't do that much damage. We can go Skeletons. The Golden Knight dashes on our tower. I was hoping it would go on Skeletons instead, but 34 HP, I mean 36, it's definitely dead. There's nothing he can do to save that tower. So we're going to unmute him and see if he's still laughing. He's not laughing anymore, guys. He's not having a good time in this game, it seems. Maybe he's realized that he might lose this match. Imagine. Oh, now he's laughing again. Okay, well, I guess he's starting to become the Joker here. We're going to go for the Bomber on top of whatever Lumberjack he decides to drop in the middle. I guess he doesn't want to. That's fine. He's getting arrows. Totally fair for us. We can log, and we want to go for a delivery if he decides to go for Lumberjack. Otherwise, we're totally fine. We can go for Evolved Skeleton, split him because he's probably going to Lumberjack eventually. We can also go for our Little Prince and click the ability, but then we wouldn't have anything to go and counter his aggressive Balloon. So I think it's better for us to do this. Go for Bomber here, go for an Earthquake on the Cannon because he has to drop it, and then we can get back to another Evolved Bomber really soon. The Evolved Skeletons crush the Lumberjack for a huge positive elixir trade for us, and then we're going to be back to the Bomber really quick. As you guys can see, if we go for Royal Hogs right now, we're back to the Bomber. We're going to hold his Golden Knight in place, and we can go for the Bomber to go and lock onto the tower here, and he's going to lose the game. I don't think that this guy expected to lose there, especially after he cheesed me and took my tower early. We're going to hit him up with the 20-win emote because we know he doesn't have it, and that's the ultimate flex. Even when they all in and take a tower at the start and you have to come back an entire tower, this deck is capable. Evolved Bomber, Evolved Skeletons, and Royal Hogs has devastating damage potential. When we held his Golden Knight in place with the pigs, the Evolved Bomber made him hold a gigantic L. All right, Zamor, what's up? So I'm excited to see what's going to be coming for us. Maybe some more skillless strategies like Lumberjack Balloon at the River Part 2. Hopefully, we'll have to wait and see. This time we have our Royal Hogs in our starting hand, so we are ready for any bridge spam. We just pull back the Lumberjack and then deal with the rest of the stuff with the cannon, and we crush it. Unfortunately for us, I don't think that's going to be the case. We don't get to run it back and actually defend this time. The guy is probably going to end up having a graveyard deck. After we see an Evolved Knight possibly with a Tornado and Bar Barrel, I don't think it's anything other than graveyard. So in this environment, it's important for us to go for the Little Prince to get the 3-card cycle, shut down the Knight and the Barbarian, force out the poison. So we are multitasking. We are baiting out a poison, killing the Barbarian and the Knight. 3 things at once, Little Prince. Before you fall, you're still a Renaissance man. You accomplished a lot. Wait, you didn't even die.
Look at you, not even conscious, and still determined to show the world what you can do.
No way. What if we go in for a ability there and then force out more elixir? He did 4 things. He summoned the Guardian before he died. So then we got more value with the Evolved Bomber blasting his tower twice. Wow. That Little Prince was worth his weight in gold. I think he's going to evolve to a regular king soon, guys. He's going to be a part of the King Tower soon. Oh, man. Anyway, we're going to try to go in for a cannon here. And, you know, if the Little Prince evolves to a king, he's not going to be a red or blue king. I bet you he's going to be a purple king. They're going to have to create an entirely new kingdom for him. They're going to create, like, free-for-all and Clash Royale with customizable colors. That would be so cool if they did that. I would love to see more game modes like that. Instead of adding more evolutions or crazy ways of changing the original gameplay, add different game modes that are voluntary, right? Like, I want to go and play something different, and then I go and jump in there. And then it's the same game that I love in 1v1, but if I want to switch up, I also have that option as well. I wish they would do that a little bit more, but maybe if I ask them enough, it will eventually happen. Who knows? Also, I'm in such a bad spot right now. Zmor, stop getting more damage on me, bro. Chill. Calm down. All right, so he went for a Barbarian on the right-hand side. I guess he was scared of a Evolved Bomber or something. He just wasn't about it. I want to go in for a Royal Hog split, and then I want to go for the Evolved Bomber on the right. Ideally, we can get all of our damage with this. That's just the way that I want to win. Tornado doesn't kill, so that's hilarious. We can go in for our Earthquake. And can we touch the archers? Yes, we can. Oh, that hit the King Tower a little bit. All right, that's weird. We'll take it. We'll go for one of these. We'll click the ability, and we'll go for the Evolved Bomber. And then I think this is awesome because I'm pretty sure you can't kill it. It's just one of those days, my dude. Just one of those moments where this Evolved Bomber stays alive forever. It's truly a tragedy for my guy. And if it locks onto the cannon, he just loses. No! I was hoping it would hit the cannon instead of that. That sucks. Ripperino. Anyway, we're going to go in for our log here with the delivery. I think we can get skeletons down and not die. You know, our destination is just not death. We're going to go for Royal Hogs again, and then we'll try to go for an Earthquake on top of the Tombstone, but he should drop it a little bit further away. Wait, we can just go for the Bomber again. Genuinely, I think I just win with the Evo Bomber. Every single time, I'm just going to win with the stupid card. It's just not fair. Clash Royale, do you understand what you're doing to the game right now? Evolutions are broken. They're breaking everyone down. But yeah, obviously, I'm going to go and cycle my cheapest cards, get to a log, and just log them down. Oh, wait. Level 15 Earthquake does that much? That's crazy. I obviously don't play Royal Hogs Earthquake too often, but when I do, I'm surprised by the amount of spell damage you can get. At level 13, Earthquake surprisingly does 234 damage. And when you throw in a level 15 log for 85 damage, you can get all the way up to 319 damage with a log Earthquake cycle. And with a ton of 1 and 2 cost cards in your deck, you can 319 cycle your opponent real fast. It's time to see what strategy this guy's gonna be springing forward with. I definitely want to go for a log on top of this Tombstone so we can catapult the pigs directly towards the tower, but we need that to be into log range, and now it finally is. So we're going to go for our Royal Hogs on the left, and we'll see what's left over for our opponent. So he's going to go Barbarian with the archers. I want to click the ability here because we're going to force out extra elixir, and he's going to activate King Tower with just 1 pig. The other ones, especially with the skeleton, it's going to give us some decent value. Look at the Guardian, though. Heck yeah, man. I love seeing that. And we're able to astonishingly somehow fumble that Little Prince down to oblivion. I didn't expect that thing to die. All right, we're going to go for skeletons here. I think I do want to log on top of the board just to guarantee that we can kill it. Disruptive's attack animation, so it does die to the skeletons there. I didn't really want to take damage, and I felt like that was the right play, cycling 2 elixir just to guarantee we take nothing. Also, if he's going to have an Electro Giant, most of the time, if you go for Little Prince at the river, and then they don't have Bowler in cycle, this is going to be funny for them to respond to. Yeah, he's just going to Electro Giant directly on top of that, so we can cannon. And this cannon will comfortably kill the Electro Giant for a +4 trade. However, I did go Little Prince plus the ability into the Electro Giant, so I didn't get an amazing trade overall. But this will salvage the situation and put us back in a spot where I'm pretty comfortable with our play. Now we can go for Evolved Skeletons, and we can go for a Bomber depending on where he decides to go. We're going to definitely Earthquake on the left, and then if he drops a unit, then we can Evolve Bomber on it. Like that, the Barbarian. I'm pretty sure he doesn't like really realize how much damage he's about to take. But yeah, he just took 300 damage. And obviously, when you're running a fast cycle deck against Bowler, Tornado, Tombstone, and you're able to get any bit of damage like that, it's generally always worth it. We're going to log on top of the bowler so it doesn't get the hit that he's hoping for. And then we're going to go for skeletons a lot lower so that his little prince locks onto that instead of hitting our tower. So that he doesn't get as much damage. Ooh, dude, stop it. I hate the fact that I have to sacrifice a little prince and a bomber into a guardian. That was a phenomenal ability from our opponent. So I didn't expect him to do that, but he made me spend 5 elixir on his 3. Very, very smart play from him. So I could go for a earthquake just to get damage into cycle. I think that's going to be our best bet. I don't really want to go and drop Royal Hogs into that. I can go for a delivery to finish off the archer, and I can log here as well. So overall, not bad. It's decent for sure. We can go for the bomber off to the side, expect him to go for a lightning. We're going to go for our skeletons off to the side, and then try to go for a delivery log. Delivery log does completely kill the little prince if you guys are unaware, so that's a very good interaction. And then you're going to be able to have free reign with the little delivery guy counter pushing. All right, so we want to play hot potato with our Royal Hogs and cycle them as fast as we possibly can. I was expecting him to go for a bowler in the back, but he decides to go for archers instead. Yeah, he's going to go bowler and he's going to go archers. This guy spares no expense at striking down the rest of our spam. So yeah, you know, he is out here with that. Man, I was trying to make a spare joke with bowler and bowling. And I was like, yeah, no, I guess it is what it is. It'd be that way sometimes. Oh, that sucks. Let's click the ability here. Let's go for Royal Hogs. No bowler in cycle. I think I might have just won. If I can go for the bomber here. And it locks tower. I think the bomber just locks tower and wins us the game. I'm pretty confident the bomber just hits him like 5 times. That's insane. It's so stupid. Like, the bomber shouldn't be able to break through a bowler and win you the game like that. But that's what happens in Clash. I mean, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It's one of the best cards in the game, if not the best one. So if you guys aren't already using bomber, you might have to check yourself because you need to start winning more matches with it. In the face of a bowler electro giant deck with a tombstone and tornado, it doesn't even matter because the bomber is the win condition. Your Royal Hogs don't even have to touch the tower. As long as they can't immediately eliminate the bomber, it's going to be a win for you. Hey, we got a game against a naughty sir. Well, I hope that he's not running the evolved bomber. He would be a supremely naughty sir if he was running that. Bro, you wouldn't get any Christmas presents at all. So I'm going to give him a lot of bombs and no presents. Just the presence of pain when the bomber hits his face. I was going to say his tower, and I was like, to face. The tower and face at the same time. It's a new word. So we're going to go for Royal Hogs here, and I want to go for a little prince on top of the baby dragon, ideally. Wait, this is super good. I believe that the bomber is going to put us in a position where we can just delivery. And then, obviously, Little Prince is putting in way too much damage on the baby dragon. It will get one shot on my tower, but it's not that big of a deal. It's not worth delivering on. I think if we go in for a log, it's just going to be a bit cheaper. Actually, do we do one of these? Where we go for a log and then go in for the evolved bomber on top of this and then expect him to go in for a barbell and then we go skeletons and stop it from killing our bomber? Oh my gosh, look at how much damage I'm getting. How is that legal? Clash Royale, I'm asking you a question right now. How did you let that happen? Like, I'm pretty sure this guy is good at the game, but he just got destroyed. He got demolished by that. And Little Prince is rapid fire machine gun mode, so the skeletons don't even touch my tower. I guess they're starting to lick my tower at the end, but it is what it is. We're going to go in for our Royal Hogs, and then we're going to go for evolved skeletons. We'll probably get a tornado from him because it will kill the Little Prince too, but if I can get an ability down, I just win. If I get this ability down right now, oh my gosh, he's not ready. The little Larry on the right with the huge carry, carrying the entire game on his shoulders. That skeleton stands strong. Well, we can't say the same about our opponent's kingdom. He just decides to poison my tower and just leave the game. Genuinely, 1 elixir is still more broken than the evolved bomber, but the cool thing is, even if you don't have the evolved bomber, you can still run evolved skeletons, and this deck is so strong. You really only need 1 evolution to make this deck work well. And if you have 2, your opponent will be in perpetual skeleton hell. It's kind of funny how the 2 most broken cards in the game are skeletons without brains. It's fitting because the cards require 0 thinking or skill. Despite the core of the Piggy Cycle deck being high IQ, the brainless skeleton brothers make it so that even bad players can win with the deck. Don't forget to blast the like button if you enjoyed, subscribe for daily content, and have an amazing rest of your day.